Greetings. Sorry, I'll start again. Mercury is active today. So, greetings. I am Lady Bonsai with Lady Bonsai's Verdant Oracle. I have a pick a card reading with 3 piles, but before I do, I have just kind of like the general advice for the month. Through here, I did a pile, like a little message just for the overall energy, what we can do. And I already had to restart this video once because the volume was down. And I had to rearrange one more thing. So just make sure that you're taking the time to slow down and ground yourself, because Pisces is very dreamy and can get lost in their thoughts. That's kind of like the energy of Pisces generally. So you just want to make sure that you're double, triple, quadruple checking yourself this time. So as I was getting set up for this reading, I did have one of my Reiki energy charged candle prayers fall out just randomly while I was pulling the setup for the crystals and cards. So I'm including it in the reading. Problem solving. I will the energy contained within this candle to heal, harmonize, and balance my being. The knowledge contained in the universe flows freely through my mind. I am at peace knowing that my mind is in perfect working order. I retain constant mental clarity. May light and love surround and protect me in all my endeavors. I will it so, so be it. Essential oil fragrance blend, honey, rosemary, and honeysuckle in the color brown. So honeysuckle isn't really recommended for ingestion. So just with actual honey and rosemary essential oils, pharmacy grade essential oils, you can put a few drops in honey and take it under the tongue. Rosemary is very balancing and restoring and grounding. You can also, just maybe cook with honey and rosemary, or infuse your drinks with honey and rosemary. And color brown, tiger's eye is coming to mind. Just that sacral energy, the forward moving energy would be good to have. Dark brown citrine also, or citrine. And then just kind of having your feet on the ground barefoot and, just taking a moment to connect with earth and to ground yourself more during this retrograde, I think would be very helpful. So that will help with the problem solving that needs to be done during this retrograde, because I'm feeling it's going to be a long month for many of us. So that is what fell out. I'm going to put that right here. For our tea leaf divination card, we have hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Don't be afraid to ask for help, especially this month. Raise your hand if you don't know the answer, or if you're not sure, or if you really do need assistance. People always love to be of assistance. I apologize for the outside noise. So yeah, people love to be of assistance, and sometimes being vulnerable is a good thing. So with that, we have the other energies of building blocks and exchanging gifts. So you really want to double, triple, quadruple check this month and make sure that your basics are all up to date, and just kind of make sure that you're laying your clothes out the day before, that everything is packed the night before, and slow down and double, triple, quadruple check in the morning, because I guarantee some of you are going to be forgetting some stuff. And then exchanging gifts, just again in that spirit of helpfulness, the time and the energy that it takes to help others is really important. So it's more of like the love and playfulness and the joy that we find in each other's company could be the exchange of the gift. So just finding little miracles in your life is a really good energy to incorporate here. It's like the more of the positive Piscean energy there. And then we have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups for the overall energy reading. So the Six of Swords is leaving something behind, new things coming towards you, and wish fulfillment. So working on our goals and our dreams. So just make sure that right now is the time to reevaluate a lot of things and what we need to leave behind, so that way we can move forward quickly to our goals. So that's that energy there. Excuse me for just a second. I'm going to shut the window. All right. So with our pick a pile, I'm going to move it back a little bit so you can see. We have group 1, Chalcedony. Group 2, this was a hagstone that I found in a little secluded beach in California. And it kind of looks like a little Picasso face. And then group 3 is an abalone cluster. So take the time to pause the video if you must. And I will just jump right into it to group 1. Hello and welcome, group 1. So for our first message today, we have success. You are worthy of this success. Allow these feelings of accomplishment to fill you with contentment and self-satisfaction in your achievement. We have add some, 6 of Scrolls, we have opportunity or windfall, announcement, milk and honey. And again, honey comes up as a theme. Knight of Swords in reverse. So any messages that are going to be that you're expecting to come through are going to be on pause because it is the retrograde. So don't worry about it. Just know that there's going to be delays here and there. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. Four of Wands. And the Tower. The Moon. King of Swords. Judgment. Five of Wands. The Wheel. Temperance. For your Lemurian quartz, that's the advice card from the crystal cards. That's what it looks like. What it is. Lemurian quartz is identifiable by its blushing hue and the ladder-like horizontal grooves that climb up its face. Its name is a shout out to Lemuria, a fabled lost continent whose highly evolved inhabitants, some far out folks insist, now live under Mount Shasta in California. Anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts is in need of this. Lemurians are like wands, point them at body parts, friends, and other crystals that need more juice. When to use it whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell with the Lemurian quartz. And the key phrase is escape your mind. And this fell out later, May. I choose to learn through love. Eight of Wands again. The Empress. Two of Cups in reverse. The Three of Wands. Ten of Wands. Devil. Ten of Pentacles. Four of Wands. King of Cups. Three of Swords. So I'm going to organize the cards right now, so just bear with me. I want to make sure that I get this correctly. So to start, you've been doing your affirmations and you've been really focused on a project at work, or I feel like this is more work related, or transitioning to something where you like have to roll your sleeves up in order to accomplish what you're doing. It's just really taking the time to do the research and the planning. So you're definitely, I feel like this is a career oriented message for most of you. Let's see what else it says. So also with the Lemurian quartz, I feel like some of you are in need of a vacation from your thoughts, like maybe you're overthinking a few things, and you either need to change your place or space somehow in order to get that escape from your mind and overthinking things, so that way you can look at the situation in a new way. And focus is great, but when you over focus, you can lose sight of the other things in life, where I feel like that's exactly what's happening here, where this gentleman is, he has that scroll in his hand and he's looking at, what he has to look at, but then there's other scrolls and one even being written. So don't waste time just looking at it from one angle. You have to take a look at maybe further information in order to help with your success. I choose to learn through love. So this is really a learning project that's happening. And just remember to always kind of have that energy of love and acceptance and non-judgment, because that's going to help you get to where you need to be faster. And that opportunity and announcement and windfall, it looks like for many of you, is coming in May or around May. That's when things are going to start moving with the opportunity or windfall. Time is fluid, so or depending on the circumstances for everyone, it can be a little bit different. But I feel like that stuck energy towards the project or what you're expecting to hear is going to start to transition in May. There's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Just give me a sec. And we have a double on the Four of Wands. Doubling up. And do we have an 8? We have 4, 2 tens. Okay. 5, 8, and 2. Okay, so the reason why I did what I did is because I needed to assess the groupings. So 2 tens in a spread foretells of a career change for the better. This is something that you've probably been working on, is on that career change. The 4s are of the same suite, so that's just an amplified message for completion. But I will read the 2 just in case there's a channeled message through the 2 4s. Two fours on a spread foretells of a safe and secure period of time. Two threes, or yeah, two threes foretells of a small but pleasant surprise. So, just reading from what we have in the minor, we have, something that you're going to find disappointment over, and then it will become a little bit of a surprise, like a small but pleasant surprise. So, try not to worry again and to look at things from a place of love. You have two Four of Wands. Some people say that this is a twin flames card. I'm not getting that energy from this reading because this speaks to me more about work environment. Maybe for some of you, there will be a meeting where somebody sees that you're, sad or upset, and they will approach you, and it could be the beginning of a twin flames, amplification after Mercury comes out of retrograde, or maybe in May, the work transition will lead you to this. But I really pick up like this is mostly a work thing, but that's like for a very small part of you. Some will get into that. We have a strong fiery energy coming through of purpose and focus after the breakout period. And then we have Two of Cups in reverse, but I just kind of feel like with everything being on hold right now during this period, that's not a bad thing. It's just kind of like, putting things on hold to reassess, so that way you can do the things that you need to do with your job, because there is going to be a job transition. I feel like with the Tower card here, maybe you felt tied down at your other job, but you're going to be experiencing a period of abundance in the new job offering that you're looking at. You'll feel more secure and more safe, and you'll feel as if you will be potentially promoted to a place of higher authority. Maybe during the full moon is when you're going to hear about it. This could be overthinking things, and kind of focusing on the one thing. Then we have with the Tower, I feel like this is more like after your Tower moment or the big change moment, you're going to have your aha moment with Judgment, where you're going to make a judgment call, like it's a karmic judgment call of you having to change everything around. And you're going to be waiting for news from one party, but then another party will rush in and they will give you a better offer than what you were expecting. So I feel like group one, those are the messages. Thank you so much. And on to group two. Thank you and welcome, group two. Resilience. Someone is protecting you from the truth because they are worried about response. It's not their decision to make. You're tougher than they think. So this is going to be interesting. 8 of Scrolls, paths unknown, clearing the way. You may feel like you went down a wrong path, but it's really the right path. And, yeah, Spirit, Creator is just clearing the way for you where you are right now. And you just need to hold on and have faith because there is something beautiful on the horizon. You may be experiencing a great personal sorrow, and that's going to be different for everyone depending on where they are in their life. Please pay attention at work. Even when we're going through personal hardships, it's better to speak to your core group about it, or if you don't have a core group, finding at least one person outside of work that you can, because you don't really want to be carrying that energy into work, as it can affect your relationship, your professional relationship with others. So just words of advice. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Again, things are being cleared for you. Don't worry. And then this also, all of these cards just fell out. You have July. You have Loyal Heart, the Fates, New Life, Serendipity. Your heart has been loyal so far to the dreams that you hold for yourself. And your resilience is going to keep bringing you forward. And there might be people in your life that are hiding certain aspects of, things that they think will harm you, but, that I feel will be revealed with the path being cleared. But you're going to enter into a fated time where your life is going to be changing, and you're going to find more moments of serendipity and maybe enter into a new partnership and finally be with the one that you're meant to be with. So don't worry, you're going where you need to go. 6 of Cups, 9 of Wands. It has taken you a great amount of strength to get to where you are now. 10 of Wands, oppression, and you have been putting on the external and feeling, drained internally. So just make sure that you're really taking the time to nurture yourself so that way your cup isn't running low. 6 of Discs, success. Your resilience is going to take you to a place where you're going to be in control of your life. And it's going to be a happy, abundant period for you. You're just on the breaking point. Ace of Wands, pardon. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I really feel like you have been almost feeling maybe a little bit of anxiety and depression at this point because of the blockages, but don't worry, have faith, they're going to be cleared. You're going to break away from the flock and you're going to make your own way in life. Yeah, it'll be a new beginning, a new life. And we have 6 of Wands. So we have 3 sixes. We have 6 of Cups, 6 of Discs, and 6 of Wands. 3 sixes tells of an exciting romance. They imply that there are romantic times ahead. So really that loyal heart, that's what your life is leading you to. So this is Skolite. There we go. It's beautiful. A message for Skolite. Skolite is a super vibey, icy white stone that forms in needle-like bursts. Who needs it? Up all night worrying about the coming singularity types, brave explorers, or beautiful dreamscapers. Where to put it? Under your pillow before bed, where you want to establish an impenetrable chill zone. When to use it? When it's time to take your sleep hygiene to the next level. Put down the phone, pick up a book, a paper one, sip chamomile tea, slather on the lavender oil, and wait for some rapid eye movement and those dreamy messages marked important by your subconscious. Dive into your dreams. So I feel like, yes, definitely take the time to nourish yourself. And I feel like with Mercury retrograde, you're going to have the opportunity to get the messages that you need from universe, and it's going to allow you to move in the direction that you need to move, and it will lead you to a new romance because of your resilience. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disturbed. So if you have been worrying and you feel like your peace is disturbed, you really do have to chill and take a sip of that chamomile tea, you know, and just give yourself the time to self-nurture, because the new beginning is on the horizon. But with Mercury in the Piscean retrograde, just give your time to dream. Create a space for dreaming. That's more important than what's coming, because what's coming is going to be headed your way no matter what. So we have 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. So this amplifies the 6 of Wand energy here. So again, that success energy. So you're going to be faced with successes. Having 4 6s in a spread also foretells of emotional security. So your new romance is going to bring you emotional security. And again, it's emphasizing rest. So you really want to be resting during this time. And 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be moving away from what's unhealthy. I feel like if you're going to take the time to rest, you're really going to understand what you need to move away from. We have double on the Sun energy. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles, again going back to this loyal heart. You're going to find you're meant to be. And the message is going to be a little bit slowed down because, again, it's Mercury in retrograde. So it's going to take a little bit slower. But then your message of love and passion is going to be headed your way. So take the time to rest. The things, the wake-up calls that people need are going to be occurring during this time with Mercury being in Pisces and retrograding through Pisces. What needs to happen will happen. You have to trust in that. You have to align with the love in the universe and have peace and knowing that you're going to come in contact with someone who is going to be your other. And it's going to be, you're going to enter a period of new love and new life and success. Things are going to be lining up for you. That's what I'm seeing with these cards. And your inner strength and resilience is really what brought you through so far. And it's really the personal sorrows that you're experiencing is why you need the self-nurturing to be happening right now. And just make sure that it doesn't, you kind of, with the 10 of Wands back here, you really want to make sure that your exterior, that you project more positive into your exterior. I mean, that doesn't mean deny what you're feeling. You obviously, that's why the self-care needs to be happening. So that way you can take care of it on your personal time and, you know, with close people. But you just want to make sure that you're cultivating a friendly, open exterior when you're out in the world. So that way, when you do run into your other person, you're not all pins and needles. And I feel like they will bring about this awakening. Like you are on the right path. And watch for serendipity, you know. I feel like within the new, you're going to feel like all of these are just like happening, you know, and it's really going to start opening up in July for you. But just keep up the faith, you know, and I feel like with the revelation of a truth will come freedom for you also. So I feel like the personal sorrow is surrounding a revelation that needs to happen. Now, you know your situation better than I do. I'm just getting the general messages that I'm getting for group 2. Whatever the revelation is that you're looking for will come just probably around July, right when Mercury lifts. But use this time to reassess what you want to move away from and just give your time to self-heal and give yourself time to be in peaceful moments so that way those dreamscapes can come to you. So thank you so much, group 2. I wish you a safe and peaceful transition through this period of Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, group 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Your first message is reassessment. Time to take another look at this situation. There are many possibilities. However, each possibility will lead you to the same outcome. You have nothing to lose. So again, Mercury in retrograde is the time to take a look at things. One more time. Time to slow down and time to think. And it's okay to find that the moments for reassessment. You have one of forces, the Akashic field. Almost feels like there's a city in the distance, and that Aurora Borealis type of energy. So definitely entering the mystical. 5 of Roses. Queen of Forces. Setting your course. 3 of Scrolls. Again, that reassessment. Where am I going? How am I going to use my intelligence to get me there? 8 of Roses, Sangha, community. So, you know, what does your tribe, what does your family look like? How are you going to contribute? Why? Reassessment. What questions do I need to ask of myself? in order to make this transition where I wanted to go, Treasure Island. You want to go to a place of fulfillment. I mean, everyone does, but I feel like with group 3, you guys are reassessing what you need to do in order to take you there, because like you have the one of forces, which is like thoughts, the original plan, right? And then you have the 5 of garden. Maybe you took some time off and now you need to get back to it. You need to reassess, you know, you need to reassess what the balance is that needs to happen after taking the time off to do other things, and maybe to do self-care. Now you need to come at it and balance your days and balance your nights and figure out what you need to do with your plans so you can set your course for that outcome, for your community or business or family relationship, for your treasure island. You really need to start asking your questions so that way you can rebuild and refocus and reassess what you're doing. Again, we have Queen of Swords, which is what Queen of Forces is, so double on the queens. Prince of Swords, a lot of heady energy here where you're talking and thinking it out, deciding, I feel like really coming to that Sun moment in order to understand the decisions that you need to make and the questions and answers that you need to arrive at. An emotional offering. So yeah, I feel like finally you're gonna, I don't know if you can see her hand up there, but it almost feels like she's gonna get that hanged man to start swinging, so that way he can right himself. So you're gonna come out of this like energy of stillness and introspection. I feel like with renewed love in your heart, a renewed emotional outlook on things. So 3 of Swords isn't always like, heartbreak in a sense. Sometimes it's just overthinking yourself into sadness and tears, and, just kind of like allowing yourself to trick yourself, like with your thoughts into disappointment. So if you're kind of been feeling that funk, this Queen of Swords is definitely going to take that energy into the 10 of Discs. So again, it's that treasure island. You're breaking away and finding yourself again through those questions. So you have Hermit. You may have to take some time out to do this again during Mercury retrograde. That's a great time to do it. More intellectual 4 of Swords. Find that Sun moment. The Magician. So do you see how it's kind of flowing? How do you need your cerebral energy to flow in order to transform it into something new? And again, that's, in order to take that time out, sometimes we need the refresher and that space of rest. We have Page of Pentacles, the Sun. I really feel like you're going to be getting a message about something that's going to bring light to the situation in all of your questioning ask in reassessment. It's a logical answer to the material for you. And I feel like, you know, there's been that energy of fighting yourself and, you know, questioning yourself. I feel like the Five of Swords and the Five of Swords are linked, where, like, you know, there's that little monkey on her back, and maybe there's been infighting, but whatever's been happening, it's definitely that need for reassessment that that you need to happen in order to move forward and keep asking those questions. So we have Amethyst. Amethyst is a lilac to dark purple semi-precious gemstone from the quartz family. The ancient Romans believed amethyst got its lush purple color when the god Bacchus spilled wine on a clear stone. Today, amethyst is believed to assist in connecting with the big guy in the sky. Who needed train wrecks? Who go off the rails on the wet and wild route to Bacchanalia? Any Pisces? This card just fell out. I don't pick them like that. I pre-shuffle, but I take what's given. Where to put it? The interior decorator's a little purple secret. Amethyst can uplift the vibe of any living space. I like to keep my amethyst next to my plants. I just feel like it's more better. When it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose, hold on tight to an amethyst. Get drunk on your highest self. So yeah, take the time to rest. Allow time for introspection. I feel like, again, that's been a message coming through for piles 1, 2, and 3. And if you're feeling like a train wreck, especially with that Three of Swords in there, you really, really are probably going to be vibing with that Piscean energy, like that dreamy, crazy energy. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Take time to recharge. Take time to have fun. You know, that's what that means, to get drunk on your higher self. When you're at your innocent best, when you're having fun, you know, like when you like have the giggles and you can't stop, or when you make time to just like look at your surroundings and see what's around you, or, you know, when you do a coloring book. I love to do adult coloring books, you know, like something, having a cup of tea, going for a walk, anything that gets you out of the element, where you can ask yourself those reassessment questions without severe self-judgment, because it's that severe self-judgment that's going to keep that thought monkey on your back, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to keep like fighting with yourself. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. It's beautiful. You have to love yourself first. In order to love yourself, you will find loving others is easier. I honor how I want to feel. How does the situation make you feel? How do you want to feel? Why do I want to feel this way? When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So that Four of Swords, like you're really looking for that time of peace. The Hermit, you know, the Sun, peace and abundance. Introspection. That Queen of Swords, telling my own truth. Really getting down and cutting out what I don't need from my life. The Chariot. I think judgment has come up for almost everyone. I feel like there really is that sort of karmic energy that's happening with Mercury in retrograde. And we have the Hermit again. So we have Hermit energy amplified. You really need to sit down with yourself and think about what it is that needs to happen and what needs to change. Affairs with your family. So maybe someone's having an affair and you need to ask yourself why. Maybe something is going on that requires for you to reassess how things have been going. You know, it's not when hard things like that happen and you feel like you have to go deep down inside and, you know, reassess, try to do it with love, because it's easy to mess up your life from a standpoint of wanting things to balance out and forcing them to balance out. We have the Hanged Man upright, Ten of Swords. That's like overkill, you know. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. Yeah, moving away from something, just leaving the emotional behind. Justice. Again, similar messages for everyone. The High Priestess, really going within. Temperance. This is a karmic change is happening during Mercury retrograde. Six of Cups. Yeah, there we go. Six of Cups. How are you going to find your innocence again, you know? And then we have Two of Cups and Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to snap out of it, you know? You're going to take your time to introspect and ask yourself all the necessary questions. And then you're going to make your judgment call, and you're going to get in your chariot and you're going to say, yep, this is how it's going to be. This is that karmic balancing of the scales that need to happen, because I'm done hanging around. I'm not doing it anymore. I've reassessed and I don't want to hang around anymore. I want my new beginning. I want the sun on my face. I want to feel the freedom of happiness, and I'm going to create it, especially with that Priestess and the Magician there. I feel like you're going to really be listening to your intuition as you recreate your life. Yeah. Asking why to get to your treasure island. You're going to set course for your treasure island after, you know, saying enough is enough. Enough is enough, guys. I don't want to stick around anymore, because I have looked at things and I have turned them around and I am not liking what I am seeing. So I am going to pack my bags and get out of Dodge. Yeah, so we have I don't know if you see this, but it looks like she has some brass knuckles on her hand and she's about ready to punch this dude out because he's been wearing a mask and she is done with it. She wants the truth and she's going to get it. She's going to get it so that way she can free herself emotionally, because she's done hanging around. She doesn't know. She wants her peace. She wants her peace. Okay, so I have two twos, 2 aces in a spread often tells of a wedding. This is going to resonate with some and some won't. It's just, you know, the combos that'll happen. Maybe you've been wanting that ring on your finger and this child has been like keeping you adrift, keeping you hanging, and finally you're like, well, I guess there's no ring on my finger. Bye. Well, that's fine. I'll go find somebody that wants to put a ring on my finger. I will go find my someone who's going to think that I am their treasure island. I don't need this anymore. Okay, 2 sixes. Two sixes appearing in a spread tells of a justifiable faith and trust in your partner. And maybe he goes chasing after you, you know? And he's like, okay, you made your point. And 2 tens and a spread tells of a career change for the better. You know, so those are like some of the things that are associated with those groupings. There's things happening in the background, or it could be that, you know, like you are done hanging around and waiting for the partnership to happen, or the proposal to happen, and you do trust your partner, but you're going to put your career first because you get an offer from someone and you're like, okay, I gotta go. It's going to be a long distance relationship. And then, you know, you just let it dissolve because you're going to be more done with overthinking it, and you're going to be more heading towards building your material wealth. So, you know, or maybe you're in a committed relationship and the job situation was holding you back from your treasure island, and you're leaving. You're going to reassess what you need to do in order to get to treasure island, and maybe a new job is going to be the answer for that. But definitely, whatever is happening, you want to make sure to take the time to create a space for dreaming and to honor a space for reassessing what your situation is, because your peace of mind is more important right now than all this other baggage that's happening overall. That's the main thing. I'm going to get some clarifiers for this reading. I feel like there were good messages, but I feel like I want to get a little bit more. Can you tell me more about this affairs with the family, what that's all about? The star, dreams coming true. Can I get a little bit more clarification, please? Okay, what do we got? Judgment again. 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the Knave of Wands. Someone is having an affair. Yeah. Strength is also like lust. Someone is having an affair and you're moving away from it. You're just done. Yeah. You are on the bottom. We have Ace of Cups. You're out. You want someone that's gonna love and respect you, and you're gonna reassess, and you're gonna go through this decision process, and you're gonna say bye. Like, what was our original intent? Like, we've taken time out with the family. I've been balancing the schedule. We're like, maybe we went to couples therapy and it's not working. Like, I need a new community. Like I need a new family, or maybe a family without you, because of this extramarital business. Like I'm just done. I'm done. I am thankful for the memories of the past. I'm gonna leave with love. I'm gonna leave with love. But I am leaving. I'm leaving. And because I need my rest and I need my peace of mind. I'm done. I'm done with the doubts and the fights and us cutting each other with our words. I just want peace, and I want my love offering. I'm done with this energy where like we're constantly like hung out to dry, we're fighting, and you're running away to someone else and you're wearing another mask with them. I want my treasure island, and I want to stop asking why. I want to stop asking why. I don't want to ask these questions anymore. I want to be dancing. I want to be in my feminine power, and I want there to be some sort of karmic justice happening. Because in my reassessment, I have found that I can create my own world. And I'm going to get my happiness. I'm going to face the sun, and I'm going to go through my introspective moments and figure out what the hell happened. But I'm going to find a partner that's going to love and care for me with this 10 of Swords energy. Like, I'm done being hung out to dry. I want that. I want that 10 of Discs, purity, that family. And I'm done asking. I just want to set sail for Treasure Island because I'm good enough. I'm good enough for this journey. Whoa! Group 3, that was a little bit intense. So those are the messages. If the messages didn't resonate, then I am not vibing with you right now. I am sorry if that is. The messages are what they are. I thank you so much for listening and for liking, disliking, and subscribing. And I just wish you a smooth Mercurial Retrograde in Pisces. And just remember to take the time to rest and self-care and to clear your energy and to connect with Mother Earth, so that way you can be grounded to be making the decisions that you need to be making, because you're definitely going to be getting a lot of messages from Spirit during this time. So thank you so much, and namaste.